Two candidates are squaring off to hold the statehouse seat representing large chunks of Champaign and Vermilion counties.
Voters head to the polls in less than a month, and this race is getting a lot of attention from both state parties. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Cole Henke is live in the Capitol newsroom. Cole, this race is starting from a very unique spot.
That's right. State Representative Brandon Schweizer is technically the incumbent in this race, but he's only been in that seat for a little under a year at this point, which means it's effectively a race for an open seat. The district on the eastern border of Illinois is one of the bigger battlegrounds for the state house this election. Republican State Representative Brandon Schweizer was appointed to the 104th House seat last year after former Representative Mike Marin abruptly retired.
It was really get down there and trying to understand, okay, what's the process of being able to get things done, because I didn't have, a political background at all.
Schweizer was a political newcomer. Before taking over the office, he was a member of the Marine Corps for 21 years.
21 years in the Marine Corps, I've interacted with a lot of different people from all different types of backgrounds.
The district has been Republican-led for years, but Democrat candidate Jarrett Clem is trying to change that.
I think we've seen that this district hasn't had the access in Springfield and in the past. And
Clem was born and raised in the district and has worked as both a farmer and an electrician. He's being backed heavily by unions. Clem is the business manager at IBEW Local 601, and he is a member of the Board of Trustees at his alma mater, Parkland College.
This district is made up of primarily working class people, and so in Springfield, that's what we need to represent and bring for the district.
The two candidates say they have similar goals for the district, specifically economic development. Clem wants to use his labor and community college background to provide more training opportunities.
We're going to have to create economic development, specifically in Danville and Rantoul. Those are two areas where economic development is going to be key, and part of that is going to be training.
While Schweizer pointed toward lowering the tax burden on people and businesses alike.
So you got to take care of, the folks downstate. You got to take care of, the middle class people, and continue to tax and spend is not the way to do that.
Clem believes his experience as a Parkland trustee and working on policy in Springfield gives him a much deeper resume than his opponent.
Well, you have a legislator that's in the seat now that doesn't have a ton of experience. Well, doesn't have any experience, not only in the state of Illinois, but in the political system. So I think that definitely holds the district back.
But Schweizer is arguing for breaking the status quo.
And the people are getting sick and tired of it, and I think having a strong voice to be able to go to Springfield and articulate that is what is needed.
Now, there is a lot of money coming into this race. Schweizer is being strongly supported by the Illinois Republican Party as well as the Illinois House Republicans. They're trying to hold off losing more seats to Democrats in this election. And the Illinois Democratic Party and House Speaker Chris Welch, along with labor unions across the state, are really supporting Clem in this race. And they are pouring money in it to prove it. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Cole, thank you.